I always thought family was supposed to protect you, be your safe place, your shelter when life got hard. But that belief shattered one summer afternoon, in the middle of nowhere, when my own blood drove off laughing, leaving me standing alone on a cracked gas station parking lot, 2 states away from home. No money, no phone, no way back. It wasn't a mistake. It wasn't a prank gone too far. It was intentional. Their exact words, "Let's see if he can make it back." They laughed as the taillights disappeared into the horizon, and that was the last time I ever saw them. It was supposed to be a family road trip, a chance to bond, as my mom put it. We had our differences, sure. I wasn't like them, quieter, thoughtful, not a clown, not a fighter, just different, and they never let me forget it. Always the butt of the joke, always soft, always weird. I thought this trip might finally change something. That maybe, just maybe, they'd finally treat me like a human being. But what happened at that gas station changed everything. We had stopped somewhere in northern Arizona, remote, dusty. I went inside to grab snacks with the little cash I had. When I came back out, the car was gone. At first, I thought maybe they'd moved spots. I waited. Minutes passed, then hours. My phone battery had died earlier that morning, and I had no charger. I asked around. Nobody had seen them, and that sinking feeling, that punch in the gut realization, hit me like ice. They actually left me. The truth hit even harder when I saw the note taped to the vending machine near the store entrance. My name, scrawled in my brother's handwriting. "Let's see if you can figure your way back, genius. Be a man for once. LOL. That's when I knew. This wasn't just a joke. It was a test. A punishment. A mockery. I spent that night sleeping behind the gas station. No food, no warmth, just silence and humiliation. A part of me still hoped they'd return, that it was all part of some horrible prank, but they didn't come back. Not that night, not the next day, not ever. And so, the boy they left behind died that week. In his place, someone else emerged, someone harder, hungrier, someone who would never go back. I found work at a mechanic's shop after spending 2 days asking for food outside diners. The owner, a gruff man named Tony, saw something in me, or maybe just pity, and let me sweep floors for spare change. I used that to buy a prepaid phone. I saw 43 missed calls from home. I didn't answer. The voicemails ranged from fake concern to angry blame. My brother, laughing. My mom yelling, "You're being dramatic. Come home already. You're embarrassing us." I deleted every one, and then I threw the phone in the dumpster. I moved from town to town, working odd jobs, living cheap, saving every penny. I taught myself everything: how to fix cars, how to build websites, how to trade stocks. I became resourceful because I had to. I became me because they gave me no other choice. I stopped being a punchline. I started becoming a story no one could laugh at anymore. Years passed. I changed my name, started a business, built a life from the dirt up. No family, no explanations, just grit. By the time I turned 30, I was a different man. Confident, quiet, rich, even, not flashy, just secure. I owned 3 properties, traveled when I wanted, built friendships that felt more like real family. And not once, not for a single second, did I look back. Until the day I got a message from an unknown number. "I think I found you," it said. "Please don't hang up." It was my sister, the only one who never laughed at me that day. She'd been a kid back then, too young to stop what happened. But now, she was an adult, and she wanted to make things right. She told me my parents were getting older, that my brother had fallen on hard times, that no one in the family knew where I was. She'd searched online, followed breadcrumbs, finally piecing together who I'd become. She said my mother cried every Christmas, that they regretted everything, that they wanted to talk, to apologize. And here's the thing, I believed her, not because I trusted them, but because I knew regret always comes too late. I checked my new phone, 107 missed calls, all from numbers I hadn't saved, all from people who once abandoned me for a laugh. They had the audacity to reach out only after hearing what I'd built. After realizing I turned that cruel moment into fuel, I wasn't interested in their apologies. I didn't want their guilt. I didn't need their closure. But I agreed to meet, not for them, for me, to see if they still saw me as a joke or if they finally realized what they'd lost. We met at a diner, back in the same state where they left me. I walked in, older, sharper, unreadable. My mother gasped when she saw me. My father stood slowly, eyes wet. My brother looked like he'd aged 10 years. "You look good," he muttered. "Better than us, huh?" I didn't smile. I didn't gloat. I just sat down, folded my hands, and said, "So, who thought it'd be funny?" Silence. Awkward glances. My mother started to cry. My brother mumbled excuses. "We didn't think you'd take it so seriously. It was a dumb joke." No one took responsibility. Just a room full of ghosts, pretending to feel remorse. I listened. I let them explain. And when they asked me to come back home, to forgive, to reconnect, I simply said, "You left me behind once, and I never needed you since." I paid for my own meal, left a generous tip, walked out with the same quiet dignity they tried to strip from me years ago. And as I drove off, I thought about that boy standing at the gas station, scared, alone, humiliated. He didn't get justice, he got better. They still call sometimes. I don't block them, but I never answer. Because some closure isn't about getting an apology, it's about becoming someone they can never hurt again. 15 years, that's how long it took them to realize what they did. But me, I figured it out in one day. The day they drove off laughing. You don't need to prove yourself to those who try to break you. You just need to disappear and rebuild. If your family doesn't see your worth, let distance teach them. Not through revenge, through growth. They left me behind to see if I could make it back. I didn't. I moved forward, and now, they're the ones who are lost.